Hello traders, this is Mac Billion. Today is March 4, 2015 and let's talk about the market. Let's start with BABA. We got a nice trade on BABA. I sent the alert before the market opens and I told my subscribers get April calls and get July calls. I wanted to show you why I entered this trade. Right here as you can see BABA is down is in a downtrend, but for the past 15 days has been inside this little channel and there's a lot of support at 83. There is support, and it break down yesterday that support, but it was at the bottom of the channel. So that was the first sign that makes me think that this was going to bounce very nice. The other one was the peak on volume. Usually when you see a peak on volume, you get a bounce. And also when you see a divergence in the DMI, that's when the plus directional is at the top and the minor directional is near the bottom. That's a divergence in the DMI. That was enough for me to go long. So I sent the alert to my subscribers saying buy BABA April 8250 calls and BABA July 95 calls. And I send the note, where can you enter using limit orders? BABA is heading pre-market and my test 80. That was exactly what happens. BABA opened right at the bottom of the channel that I was showing you right here, right at the bottom, and we got a nice trade right there and it started going up and up without stopping. That was a nice trade. When you get those trades, it feels really good. So there was the signs, and we closed April, and the thing that we closed April is because the bears are still in control. Yes, it was a divergence. We played the divergence, but right here it didn't break out. It didn't break out the downtrend channel, so it was good to take those profits from the April calls and leave the July calls. The July calls are also 70% up, and I think if we break out tomorrow this channel about today's high, this thing can go to the bottom of the bottom of the gap. I'm going to show you the gap. This is the gap right here. This is the bottom of the gap, which is also the Fibonacci retracement, 78.6. So it can go easily to 90. Test that level, and if we break out, we for sure are gonna close this gap at 97 or 98. So keep an eye on BABA because I think it's gonna start moving up. ADX is very high, so usually when we get high ADS, there's gonna be a move. There is not gonna move sideways. I think there's gonna be a move, probably to close this gap or to test the 50 simple moving average. So tomorrow is gonna be important. If price is gonna break out that highest of today and break out this downtrend channel. So that was my trade today. I shared this on Facebook. I shared this on Twitter also, and you can always ask me questions. As you can see, after I send the alert, I say why I'm sending the alert, and many people start asking me. Many other subscribers start asking me why we're gonna enter this trade. What was the stop? What was the resistance? So it was a very nice trade. I was very happy. So now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about Apple. We got a nice trade right here on Apple. It break out this triangle, but right here it's consolidating before the big move. I think it's gonna keep moving up. There is no doubt right here that as long as this 125 support holds, I think we're gonna move to 145 or 150. The support is at 20, the support also at 119, but the major support is the 20 simple moving average. DMI is bullish and strong. It's just consolidating here because we got a big move right here on this breakout. It break out 110, it went right to 133. So we're talking about $23 move right here. It was a nice move, so now it's consolidating before it makes another move. But I think Apple is bullish. Don't get fooled by all the traders saying that it's gonna go down. It's not gonna go down. It's moving sideways right now, and ADX is high, meaning we're expecting a bigger move from now on. Now let's talk about Carrizo oil. Carrizo oil is trending inside this uptrend channel. It's at the bottom, so at the bottom means that price can bounce from here, or it can move sideways a little bit here until we get money in. Because money is not getting into oil right now. ADX is flat. You can tell right here, ADX is flat. There's not much money. There's a very low volume, but we are at the bottom. You can easily enter right here, and if you break down this support, you can easily go out and take your loss. It will be a small loss. So we got a position in Carrizo Oil, April calls, and I think it's gonna go again to the top of the channel, probably 55 or 57. So keep an eye on this one. Now let's talk about Facebook. Had a great night. This is my stop. My stop is 79. I say many times, if it close above below 79, get out. But I think it's gonna test the 85 levels. It's a huge battle right here. But the difference now is, the last time in October when we get to these levels, it went down, and the next 1, 2, 3 days, boom, down. And back in December, it was there only for 1, 2, 3 days, down. For now, look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What does that mean? It means price wants to go higher. ADX is low. That's what is moving sideways here. But as soon as we get a ADX trending, the bulls are gonna get strong, and we for sure are gonna test the Fibonacci extension 84.44. That's my first target. My major target is 87 or 90. This is my major target, this area. If it goes to this area, I'm gonna sell my calls, and for sure it's gonna consolidate right here, because I think Facebook is gonna finish end of the year at 140. That's my major target, and that's why I have Facebook in my long-term portfolio using the stock also. Now let's talk about Move. I'm gonna show you a one that I'm watching that I think is gonna break down. It's gonna break down. DMI is bearish, and ADX is at 19 and it's trending up. It's at 24. It was 19, but now it's trending up. So is this, you see this support right here? That's my entry. If we break down that support and confirm the breakdown, I'm gonna enter short with a target at 23, possible 20. So you can see right here, it looks very heavy. You see these bears are trying to break out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to break out, to break down this support right here. That's when you see, if you have a lot of people here breaking, working that, trying to break down this level, boom, 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 boom. And anytime it's gonna break down, you have to have this one in your watch list, and you can go short as soon as you break out this support right here, because it can get ugly easily to 23 or 20. So keep an eye, micro technology, in your watch list to go short. Spider, let's talk about the Spider. Right here, it didn't get to the top. So I still think it's gonna go to the top, and DMI is bullish and strong. I didn't see volume on the way down. There's a lot of support at the 20 simple moving average. There's a lot of support at Fibonacci 208.55. I think from here, this one looks like a hammer right here. I'm not sure. It looks like a hammer, but let's see if it confirms tomorrow, because it can start trending to 215, probably 220. Because right here, the bulls are still in control. Keep an eye on the Spider. I'm using the Spider right now as a benchmark. It's a very hard ETF to trade, but I think it's gonna go to the top, to the channel. Now let's talk about IWN, the iShares Russells. Right here is doing the same. It break out the major Fibonacci resistance 120.67. It was a huge resistance back in March. It was resisting in July. It was resisting in December, and we finally break out. But the bears want to retest the 120. That's what they want always to do. They always want to retest the breakout to see if there's buyers there. And if it goes to 120, that for sure is going to be a nice trade to go long, using the same 120 as your stop loss. If you break down below 120, it can get ugly. You have to understand that. So now let's talk about First Solar. First Solar break out the supports 59 and is holding there. DMI is totally bullish and strong. I think this one is gonna go easily to 73. It's bullish and strong. If you are in First Solar, this thing looks bullish. It doesn't look tired or anything. I think it's gonna go to 73. Now let's talk about the last one. Let's talk about DIA. DIA, as you can see here, it break out the 180 area, but it's right there moving sideways. I see the ADX. You see this ADX is very low. When you have a very low ADX, it means that major move is coming. I don't know if it's gonna break down right here, the 180, and it's gonna bounce and go higher, or it's just gonna break down this level. But since the other benchmarks that like the Spider and the IWM still bullish and strong, I think it's just consolidated before it start moving up to 200. So keep an eye on DIA. This is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Traders, please check out my website. I have a nice offer. You can sign for a lifetime membership, only one-time payment. I'm gonna take out this offer soon, so get in so you don't have to pay monthly payments. You get my mentoring, all my alerts to Twitter and Facebook, and you can learn how to trade. This is everything for today. Trade on.